guys? I'm comfortable in bed. Seems like I always come to you guys when I'm the most humble and comfortable. So I figured I'd snap on a filter. But yeah, let's talk. Let's take my earrings in. Need to come out. But let's talk. Let's talk, you guys. Let's talk, you know. The subject about Mr. Cosby, Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill Cosby. No, okay. So, I'm doing this filter, I am. Yeah, let's get started.
Sending bullets looking all across the map.
Switched up the filter simply because I want y'all to be able to hear me clearly without my voice being altered, so y'all can understand what's coming out of my mouth. Okay. No, but let's talk. I wanted to make part 1 like a while back, and I knew I was gonna be a part 2 because I knew his name would be coming up again, considering the fact that he had to be sentenced. You feel me? And I was waiting to see how long, he would get, what his sentencing may be, before I elaborated more on the Bill Cosby situation, so I can give you my complete feedback. So how do I feel? Well, so many answers. So like I said before, on the first Bill Cosby situation, that it should never take as long as like 30 plus years to bring up something that's happened in the past and allege something that's happened. Not saying nobody should be punished, for something that's already happened, but I'm saying, why, like I said before, why wait? Don't wait for so long. And usually when it comes to situations like this, it's usually thrown out, but for this particular instance, it wasn't. Whoop-de-doo. And it just so happened to be with Bill Cosby. Whoop-de-doo. So he was found guilty, of course, and now he's sentenced. Not to mention, we're not even certain that it did happen. There's no proof, there's no evidence, it's hearsay, it's just people speaking stuff, and yet he was still, ruled guilty and sent to prison for 3 to 10 years, which I feel like that's still long. That's still too long. And, I'm going to elaborate on that. But, but yeah, we're not even for certain that it happened, because back in those days, things were different. And why would you go back to a room with a married man anyway? Like, it's just kind of suspicious on your part. Like, not saying that, it's to be justified, but it's a little bit, I'm just speculating, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that if he did do anything, which if he did, I'm not saying that, they had it coming. I'm not saying that they knew what was going on. I'm not saying they were down the fuck. I'm saying that if you put yourself in a position, you need to be aware of what you're, putting out there, what you're making it look like. You always have to be aware of the situation, aware. And I'm pretty sure if you went back to your, you say you went back to his room, you weren't drugged yet. I went to Bill Cosby. I went. Now he came to you. So that, but here's why, here's why I say the 3 to 10 is a bit much for something that's occurred over a period of time. This encounter happened 30 plus years ago. Like, that's my take on it. Like, why wait so long? Like, 310, like, that's past the statute of limitations. Like, that, how are you gonna punish somebody accordingly for something that's past the statute of limitation? You cannot wait a certain period of time and then just come up with allegations and then make everything take place as if time has not elapsed. Time has elapsed, and you're giving somebody time for something that you really don't have proof of, but just hearsay or just people speaking on. I should call the police right now. Hey, guess what, man? About 21 years ago, I was robbed. Somebody stole my property. I just want to press charges for that. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I'm gonna call the police. Hey, I just want to press charges on the people who stole my property. And when did this take place, ma'am? About 21 years ago. And you're just not calling about something. Now, first of all, you're like, ma'am, I don't think it's a joke. Man, we take all of our cases and calls seriously. If you're around playing, we do not, we would ask. Or they don't think I'm probably a child for one. Where are your parents? Where are your parents? Are your parents home? Like, yeah, they home, but I want my stuff back. Like, I got shot 21 years ago. I want to press charges. Like, no, it doesn't happen like that. Okay, I mean, I understand if it was an open case and it was closed, but it wasn't even. It wasn't, bruh. Yeah, like y'all grasp what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to take me seriously. They're not even going to entertain the thought of even trying to trace down somebody that probably don't even have my property anymore. I don't have proof that this so and so person did it. They have nothing to trace the person down with. And, there's no trace of anything. Things have done, any evidence that they could have possibly pursued is gone. It's out the window. There's no reason to pursue it. But in this instance, they pursued it. And it's like, I feel like that it's a bit much. Not saying, okay, people might come at me like, Takiria, what if it did happen? The big what if. Takiria, if something happened to you about 30 years ago and there was no justice for it, how would you feel? That's a good, genuine question. First of all, I wouldn't even let it get that far. If I felt like a person should be served justice, or justice should be served, and they violated me, and I knew for a fact that I was violated, and I knew for a fact that something should happen to this person. Well, if I felt the need of something happening, if I felt the need to press charges, I would not wait. What's the point of me waiting? What am I waiting for? What are you waiting for, huh? Scary movie. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you waiting for? And the thing about it, it's an outrageous number of women. And there's too many women just coming. Like, and I don't even know why Bill Cosby, but here it is. Because it was getting too good. But yeah, like, I wouldn't wait for so long. And then you might be like, but Takiria, what if you weren't comfortable? So I'm gonna wait 30 plus years to get comfortable. I'm grown as fuck. I'm gonna wait 30 plus years to get comfortable. I'm grown as fuck. I'm gonna wait 30 plus years to get comfortable. Ooh, the glasses that came off. Ooh. If I'm uncomfortable with it, I want to wait like 30, maybe like a year. Not even a year, bro. Maybe like a few months. Like, even that, it's like too long. Like, no, you need to let people know. And if you done made up your mind that you're gonna keep it to yourself, and then you change it later, don't you think that's a bit redundant? It's a bit redundant. Now, with all that said, here he is getting a 3 to 10 sentence. Like, he got a 3 to 10 sentence. and he's 81 years old. Bitch, if I'm gonna do 10 years and I'm 80, wouldn't it matter to like do for him to serve time? Like, I don't know when it happened. That way the man can at least live his, I guess, like he lived his life until he was like 80. No, the man is old. Okay, he's elderly. He's at any ripe age he could drop, and any right day he could just fall and break the right bone. I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying stuff. But what I do know is that sometimes you take things too far. I mean, there's people who aren't serving time for being an accessory to murder. There's people who aren't serving time for being a pedophile. There's people who've had all charges cleared and the charges weren't even dropped. They've just been cleared. There's people who's walking around free who've actually done things that wasn't fucking 30 plus years ago, but like maybe 2 months ago, not even a week maybe, and they sit walking around free with their jobs and their reputation as if none of that shit took place. And here we are, you know, frustrated with Bill Cosby for something we're not even for certain happened. For not for certain. There's no proof except for just what people say by mouth. So therefore, yes, I'm frustrated. Therefore, yes, I feel some type of way. And I'm a woman, and I've had stuff happen. So therefore, it's like, the fuck. It's just certain things you should take into effect. You know, there's certain things that we should think about. You know, that if anything did happen, let's say it did happen, let's say God forbid that these women are freaking, that's a lot of women. That's a lot. That's a lot of women for them not to speak up. That's for one. That's just like a freaking, anyway, that's a large number of women. But let's say it did happen. God forbid, say it did happen, and he needs to serve time for it. Okay, but would I say now? No. If it did happen, yes, something needs to be, yes, a certain specific punishment, not something like 10 years. That's like life to him because he's 81, like I said. So, well, 3 to 10, but he still has to serve a certain. Yeah, I'm just saying there are other approaches we could have took. No, I'm just saying maybe probation. I mean, the man ain't, you know, the man don't need to be around criminals, actual criminals. You know, people who don't give a crap in the system that actually have done stuff. And then there's people, then there's people that's in there that ain't really done nothing. But then again, we're not going to talk about those innocent people because we're talking about one possible innocent person that's serving time, and he ain't giving no flack for it, which is crazy. Like, he's not, I don't know if he said, they were said that, you know, Bill said that, or the allegations that was said that he said that, yeah, he did it. I think that was more of a plea. I don't know if that was saying, yeah, he did it. I can't remember. But if he said, like, let's say he said he did it, then that's different. Yeah, then it's different. Of course it's different. My outlook would be different. But at the same time, it wouldn't be, I still feel like the time would be, like, a bit harsh. Because of, like I said, the time that's been elapsed. Like, if he would have served time, like, when it happened, by all means, clink, lock him up, let him serve it. You do the crime, you gotta do the time. Ain't no escaping. But if it's something that, you know, we don't know for certain, and time has elapsed, and there's not really any evidence, there's no rape kits, there's no, you know, semen stained underwear, there's nothing in play here, just word of mouth, then that's different. That's different because that means, you know, it's just frustrating me. Like, you know, it just means that if anything, we can just go off things with no evidence, then that means, you know, there's people that's incarcerated, which I'm pretty sure there are innocent people that are incarcerated for doing nothing. And, you know, then that means there's more people going to continuously get locked up, and an innocent man that's black and that's elderly. Look how the system works. I just love how the system works. And, you know, but I guess, you know, there's nothing much that can be done. Maybe he can get an appeal. I don't know. Maybe he can serve a certain, like, a small amount of time and he gets out early. Who knows? You know, who knows what could happen. But for this to happen like this, I don't think it's fair. You know, I'm all about being fair. You know, I'm all about people doing what's right. I'm all about, you know, speaking on people who don't really have a voice. Because he has a voice, but he's just like, you know what, he's old. There's no reason to fight it, you know. I'm against a bunch of women, you know. What does he look like fighting? You know, going against women, claiming women these are liars. Like, no, I don't say these women are liars. I don't think they're lying. I don't think they're telling the truth. But I don't think they're lying either. Like, I feel like, you know, maybe something happened that they're not really comfortable with happened, and then time went by and they realized, hey, maybe they can get some money, maybe they can take down a person, you know. Like, everybody has a motive, you know. I don't really know. But what I do know is that sometimes things aren't fair in the justice system, and I like for things to be fair. But that's just really my take, you know, on the whole Cosby situation. But yeah, that's just my take. And if you like my opinion, give it a like. And if you don't, give it a like. Subscribe. More videos coming. And yes, Snapchat Queen is back at it again. That was lame, but that still rhymed. No, but yeah, that's my take on you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys see where I'm coming from in my, you know, my whole perspective from the situation. Even if it might offend some people, I don't care, you know. I'm just saying how I feel. Not that it's accurate, but it is a 100% genuine feeling. Like, you know, things need to be fair for certain people, made a certain way, or adjusted, or, you know, approached differently for certain people, you know. Not just because he's a celebrity, but just age, you know. But yeah, I will see you guys later. It is kind of early in the morning, so I'm gonna get me some rest. Why is that like showing? It looks like I got something on my shirt, don't it? But it's my camera or my phone. But yeah, there's nothing on my shirt. It looks like this way too. I don't know why it looks like that. I think it's the filter. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, give it a like, subscribe. I got more videos coming. I just been laid back, you know, for a moment now, but I'm back at it. And leave a comment on how you feel. Maybe you feel differently, maybe not, I don't know. But I know one thing though. If y'all know who it is, I fuck with you. If y'all know who say that, I fuck with you. But yeah, leave a comment. And I'm gonna read it. That's what I know. That's what I'm gonna say. I know one thing. I'm gonna read it. I don't really care. We all friends.